What are unanswered questions? Unanswered questions are past user inputs that the bot was not programmed to understand. So they were not necessarily part of your Q&A list. They are ordered by highest frequency, which is great because it allows you to then create Q&A topics out of the most commonly received inputs that the bot was not programmed to respond to. And that's a great tool to allow you to then figure out what should be done and how you should maybe configure a new bot for a certain type of input, or just have a certain type of response for a certain type of input. It gives you a really good insight at scale to what, and this becomes more useful as you're sending out hundreds and thousands or as you're sending out blasts or drip campaigns to hundreds or thousands of contacts. You'll get a sense of what your customers are looking for and what they want and how they're responding to your bot. So let's go quickly jump into MobileMonkey so we can see what that looks like in real life. So here we are in MobileMonkey. On the right-hand side, you have these unanswered questions. Over here, we have somebody who wrote, yes, please, okay, 5 times. And the frequency is over here is 5 times. Somebody wrote yes, please to something, yes, please again. And we might want to think about how the bots are programmed and why that's happening. I'm assuming that that's happening is because there's a question in one of the bot flows where a person is supposed to tap an answer based on the widget type, but they're actually typing something in, and the bot's not programmed to respond to that. So in those cases, I could go ahead and add a new Q. Well, I could either go back and fix that section of the bot. Just for the sake of example, I'm going to go ahead and add a new Q&A. And a cool feature is that once I put my mouse into this field, I'm going to get a drop-down list of all my unanswered questions and the amount of hits that they've received. So I'm going to type in yes, please. And the cool thing about MobileMonkey is that right when I hover and click my mouse into this field, I get a drop-down list of all the potential inputs from my unanswered question lists and how many hits they received. So I'm going to click yes, please. It'll show up over there in a second. And now I'm going to type in a default text that says, and now I'm going to type in default text to prompt the user to actually click one of the options, because I think that that's why this mistake was happening. So I wrote, instead of typing, can you please click one of the responses? Thanks, okay? And this is just a default. This might be the bad version, but anyway, so now it's saved. And now when people type in yes, please, they'll get that prompt, and hopefully it will allow them to continue the flow through the chatbot funnel more easily without there being any hiccups. And I want to reiterate that no matter how well you build your bot, you're going to run into some of these types of hiccups. There's going to be these issues that arise, things like that. And it's important to remember that, to be patient, to realize that not every single conversation that happens has to be perfect. It's going to take you maybe a couple weeks and a few different tries and deleting your bots and starting over again until you get a good bot funnel that's actually working smoothly and efficiently. And that's just part of the process. To me, it's part of the fun. It's part of the excitement, monitoring the chats in your Facebook page. It's all really cool and fun. And if you just sort of have that attitude and mindset about it, it could be a lot more pleasant as you're working through some of these kinks in the bots that you built.